Hi, this is Echo 92503 on YouTube. I'm going to give a small tutorial on some ways that I've come up with some Pocket Pal ideas. I know there's lots of Pocket Pal things going on there, so hopefully I can get through this really quick without a lot of chit-chatting. But I joined a group, and we are going to be sending, pocket letters back and forth throughout the year. So I found these file folders at Target, and this one you happen to get 5 dividers in, because this is the actual divider sheets. But then I wanted to show you this pack too, because I found these, and these were the folders, and you get 3 in a pack, and they were $1 in the dollar bin things that they have there in the front of the store. But anyways, I made all these really wonderful letters. I mean, look at how vibrant and beautiful and shiny, and they're really good quality. I decided to do mine in the file folder effect because when I start showing you how to cut it up and everything, I mean, it's like just perfect for these little letters. And these are the let's see, these are like 5.5 by 4.25 letters, and I don't know if that's the A2 A4 size or whatever. I don't know about all that stuff, but anyways, you can figure it out. So but I got these really cool letters, and like I said, they're made of really good quality. So that's why I decided to do it with the file folder, because I bought a bunch of these and I didn't, I was like, what the heck am I going to do with them? So anyways, with that being said, let me get busy right here and chop this up and show you what I did, because there's lots of stuff that can be left over and things that you can use and things like that. So first off, what I did, actually, let me use a different cutter. I know I'm not prepared. Okay, I have certain cutters for certain things that I like to use. So anyways, the first thing I do is I go on this side where the seam is. Okay, and I cut these. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you too, and this is the reason why I cut it, is because I use this We Are Memory Keepers envelope cutting board. So according to this, if I want a 4x5 card, I would cut it at 7.5 by 7.5. If I was, wanting to put a 4x5 card in there, which is what I do. So 7.5 by 7.5. So I just line this up. I don't unfold it or anything. I just leave it folded, and I put it at 7.5. I don't know if you can see the 7.5, but I'm telling you so you'll know. And I just cut it. And I wind up having this strip left, which is really cool, because eventually what I'm going to do is, we send these to our friend, our pen pal, and then they write on it and then send it back to us, and vice versa. But anyways, when I get these back, I'm going to use these to put on here. Well, actually, I'll put it on this way. Let me turn it over so you can see. But, I'll match them back up with the paper that I have, and I'm going to put them into a book so that I have them. So I just think it'll be really neat like that. So that's why I'm saving those. I know I'm probably all over the place with this video, but just bear with me. And then what I do is I go to the other side, not where the side with the tab is, if it happens to have a tab. And then I go over here and I line it back up at 7.5. And yes, I do cut 2 papers at a time. So just run that down. And then you have this left. Well, these cut down to the perfect size card. So I have my 7.5 by 7.5, and I have 2 pieces. And look at how pretty that is. I mean, you have a glossy side, and then you have the side that you can write on, which is just like a postcard. So that winds up being really neat. Anyways, the thing that's cool about these is then you go back down here, and your insert should be, I do it at 5, like that. And then this winds up being the perfect size to fit in there, which winds up being like, I don't know what that's called, 4 2/8 or something like that. Let me look and see. It's not quite 4 1/4. Yeah, anyways. So, okay. But anyways, what I want to show you real quick is this winds up fitting in here perfectly. See? So it winds up being the perfect size. So there's like minimal cutting or anything else that you have to do with this, because once you cut your 7x7 off, again, you're going to have this sheet left. Now, one of them still has a file tab on it. I like the file tab on mine on some of them, so I just leave it. So I just cut this at 5, and again, there I have my whole setup for my envelope, which winds up again being this whole set like this. Okay, and it's done, and I get 2 out of 1 vanilla folder, okay, or 1 file folder. So then I set that to the side. Okay, then I'll bring my handy dandy cutting board over here, and then what I do is I don't do it on the glossy side. I flip it over on this side because of the way that I'm going to fold it, and I line it up at 3 3/8. Okay, and then I just do it just like you're supposed to. Score and punch. Then line your line up here. Don't line it up over here. Line it up right to your line again. Punch, score, and just do that all the way around. I'm going to punch, score. So each time when you're lining it up, you're just lining it up on your line. So that 3 3/8, you do that just for the first one, and that's it. And then the rest of the time, you just line it up on your line. Okay? So now you have your envelope. And I only corner round off the top of mine. It's not necessary. I don't find it necessary to do the rest of them. If you'd like to, you can, but it's not necessary. I don't. So it's up to you. Sorry about my table being kind of a mess, but it is what it is, right? Means I work a lot. So don't forget to, you know, burnish your sides, because these envelopes are quite thick. But, you know, if you want good quality, that's what you're going to do. Okay, now if you notice, I left the round part for my top flap. Okay, now what I also do is I take my ruler, because I don't like this little thing sticking up. Some people just cut it off. I don't. I just take my ruler and put it up there like that, and kind of give it a little bend, and you'll see why in a second. Okay, then I take my score tape. And I do use this kind of score tape because you want to make sure that it's going to stick, because, you know, this is going to be an envelope and you don't want it to come unstuck. So I don't use my ATC gun for this. Okay. I mean, if it was something else, I probably would, but not for something that I need to stick down really good. And in shipping and everything else, you know, things get bounced around and pushed around and everything else. So hopefully I'm still in frame, and hopefully my camera hasn't shut off. Then you just peel this up. And I don't do tutorials, so please forgive me if it sounds a little funky or I'm, you know, jumping all over the place. I'm just trying to give you an idea that these file folders work really great for these kind of things. Okay, so there, the envelope is done. I mean, look at how pretty that is. And then what I do is I take, okay, what did I do with it? I was so busy trying to straighten up stuff around here that now I don't know what I did with my little corner chomper thingy. Okay, well, what the heck did I do with that thing? I tell you, you know, it never fails. Whenever you get ready to record something, you can't find what you're looking for. Murphy's Law. It's just the way it is. Anyways, I would take my corner rounder and just round off the corners like I did this. And then there we go. So you have the side that you can write on, which is really nice, and then you have this nice shiny side. And you just stick it in here, close the top, and you have a beautiful envelope. And I usually put a label on here because it is, you know, slick and stuff. Another thing that's really good for these things is the washi tapes, because some of these file folders are real slick on the top, so you can actually put a stamp on it and it'll just peel right off. And you can reuse it. But anyways, that's my little tutorial about the file folders that you can pick up for $1. And like I said, you get 2 cards out of each one of these files. And they're just so pretty, you know. And it doesn't matter if you're using the file folder itself or you're using the file inserts, you know, the insert ones, because they all work the same. So Anyways, this is Echo 92503. I hope this made sense because I'm not sure if it did or not. So, and I hope it helps you out. And then keep watching my channel because you never know what you're going to see next. Thanks. Bye-bye.